good? Hello, y'all. This is Charlie here with another message of encouragement and hopefully inspire you to connect with who you are and remembering who you are. Um, always, always try to allow everything to be so intuitive when I allow these messages to come through, whether I'm sharing it or they're sharing it. It's all the same. It's all one. Uh, Anyways, if you're drawn to this channel, um, please check with yourself. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's all right, but maybe in time you'll understand what this is about, or in other moments of understanding. Time is an illusion. Anyways, let's allow the energy to sit and just enjoy the feeling and the connection with each and every one of us, because we're all so connected, so connected. And I have such love and compassion for each and every one of you, perspective of the all. But as we realize that this is just a journey of remembering and a journey of remembering how it truly feels and not denying none of these feelings. Anyways, I don't know, like I said, we're just gonna, there's this one thing I wanted to just discuss. Was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I held this 10-day-old baby at that time. I've been around him a little bit since then and all that. And as I held this baby, and when I picked him up, I mean, his energy already was talking to me before, but as soon as I picked him up and I connected with him, and we went over there and sat on the couch, and I just felt him, and he felt so pure, because his connection is so pure. And he reminded me how pure my connection is. And my eyes watered. I mean, I literally felt so overwhelmed with emotion. And as his soul and my soul interacted, as we talked telepathically, he's the only thing different between, the one thing he truly reminded me of, the only thing that truly is different between him and I, is he's remembering that he's learning, and I've grown into this body. In other words, size-wise. But the only thing truly different was him, that I know how to move my arms, know how to think a little bit with my mind. But he reminded me that we're all here was learning. But I will have to share this part with you. I mean, in these messages, I'm doing my best to project these feelings that I have, because these feelings, it's not just the words that we shared, it was the feelings, these emotions, these understandings that we're just all children of the all. In other words, we're just all sparks of the all, having these beautiful human experiences. And when we really understand who our soul is just been this one big light from the all. These are all my perspectives, by the way. These are all my perspectives. Not trying to force them onto you. This is just, and as I had that connection with him and realized how connected we truly are, and that we're all just here learning and remembering. But the one thing he shared with me, he says, and this is not taken away from mom and dad, because they're all good. He said, they are not going to be able to force their understanding down my throat. I am not going to allow myself to forget, because I didn't come here to forget. I come here to embrace the new, the understanding of what we are evolving to. And really, we think we're evolving, but we're remembering who we are, and we're evolving. And I believe we are now, rephrase, I know from my perspective, we are moving into remembering that we are embracing this journey with such a high vibration of love, because that's truly what we are. It's just a loving spark of the all, having these awesome experiences of remembering, of remembering. And the only thing that makes it heavy is we believe it's heavy. And as we release these emotions from these physical bodies, because this beautiful physical bodies of ours is speaking to us. It is helping us with our guidance by when we have these pains on the left side, maybe we're not allowing the universe to give us what we are. Or maybe it's just helping us understanding that our body is adjusting to new energy. That's how unique we are, because our bodies vibrate to this new energy. We are understanding how important it is to hold our vibrations high, to hold them high and not to lower them for any situation to make others feel better. And part of what I'm understanding, and the reason why I shared the baby thing with you, and as cute as that baby is, when you look at that baby and you feel that warmth in that baby, from my perspective, what you're doing is you're feeling that warmth of truly who you are through that vision of you looking down at that baby. You're thinking, oh, that baby is so cute and so lovable, but so are you. So are you. And one of the other things I've been challenged with, and I've allowed myself to be challenged, because I appreciate all the cooperative components around me that challenge me. Because one of the things yesterday I was having these emotions that I was really trying to decipher, and they were feeling a little overwhelming, and I actually allowed myself to reach out. Woo! Wow! Reached out and asked somebody for a little guidance, but I wasn't trying to have somebody tell me what to do. It was them sharing their perspective and what resonates with me. I took it on to understand it from my perspective, but it's nice when we can share our perspective with others with no judgment, nobody trying to shut you down, because we're only the ones allowed to shut you down. But here's the thing, if they're trying to shut you down, you can sit there and say, you know what, I matter as much as you do, and you can sit there and have that pissing contest with them. That's what I call it. Or you can just say, you know what, vibrations don't match up. They're having whatever they're having. They're having whatever experiences they're having. So it's best for me maybe to remove myself from this energy. It doesn't mean that you think you're better or not. Well, it's your perspective. From my perspective, I ain't better. I just realized I cannot allow myself vibration to be drawn down to make somebody else feel better to who they are, because we're all having these unique experiences. Because if I'm recognizing that in them, maybe I need to go sit back and realize, still got a vibration there that's active because I drew them to me. Or I could say I drew them to me to help me realize how much I've evolved into remembering that I love them enough to separate myself from them, even though we're connected, to allow them to have their experience, to wake up to who they are. That I amness that's in them. Because that divine light is in every one of us. We are just another perspective of the all. And we realize we are the all. But when we can love each other, no matter what they look like, no matter where they're at in their journey, but it doesn't mean you have to take the shit on. It doesn't mean you have to take it on, because it's so important that you focus on your perspective, but not from a perspective where theirs doesn't matter. Because when you truly understand how connected we are, because just think about where I'm at, where this message is coming from. I have a water flowing by me, and the water reminds me to stay in the flow. Stay in the flow. I have all these little seeds around me, all these little white seeds. You know what these seeds represent to me? I wish you could see them. But all I can do is share this. They're all seeds that we put out. But To me, they're all seeds of love, of love. Put them out. Embrace who you are. That perspective of the all. But do it with the love and compassion that you share with others. Give it to yourself. And the more, I promise you this, and I can make this promise, and it's not me trying to project my perspective on you. It's the all helping me understand. It's the more love you find inside you, the more love that just overflows, and you want to share it with others. But you learn from your experiences not to force it on anybody, and you can't make anybody feel something they don't want to feel. Because all of a sudden you're going to feel what they're feeling. And that's still a beautiful understanding. Because sometimes we have to totally be what we don't want to be to truly understand that was helping us understand that we had to experience this to understand that we're this. If we embrace the lower vibrations, and then when you can embrace these experiences with love and compassion, because if you didn't have these experiences or these challenges or whatever you want to call them to wake you up, you would stay asleep. So as you love yourself in this now moment, allow yourself to love yourself in them other understandings of moments that challenge you to wake up and be brave enough to be who you are, the I amness that you are. And then when you realize that you're an I am perspective, then you realize you have all these I am perspectives around you. Grass, water, a dock, this beautiful Eric that's sitting over here in front of me, a fucking awesome brother of mine. But then you realize that how connected you are to everything. And then you just want to embrace it and let it flow into your being of understanding and realize that I can do anything when I feel the all because I am the all. But I am a unique perspective of the all. But it's still the all. And then you do it from the higher perspective of love, compassion, gratitude, fucking gratitude. Embrace the gratitude of everything that's taught you to be that present moment, because I believe what a true master is master the moment of understanding. It's about the moment. It's not about what you did last week. It's not about what you're going to do next week. It's not, when you can stay present in the moment and feel it, everything is accessible to us, but it's understanding how it will benefit us in our experience. Whew. Boy, does that feel good. Let that juice just come in me and embrace me and remind me how beautiful and connected we truly are. Well, gotta get a drink of water and then I'm going to let them talk. But I feel good. I just want you to know how much I appreciate each and every one of you for being in this present moment with me, because whether I know you in the present or not, I already feel whoever's going to be watching this, whether it's now, 10 years from now, or what. And as I embrace that, how much better can it get than this? And I am so open to understand that. I am so open to understand that. Because as much as I love giving, I'm realizing I am so, it's such a beautiful thing to receive too. It's such a beautiful, just like the sun. You know, we're just receiving from the sun. She's beautiful, he, whatever you want to call it. It has its own consciousness, and it's beaming down on me. I'm beaming my love right back to it. It reminds me that's how connected we are. But when the clouds are up and it blocks the sun out, it doesn't block who I am. I still radiate my energy out. Because the only thing that can block that is my beliefs. And that's my perspective. And I just want to share the love that I have for each and every one of it and your beliefs. because they're all part of our beliefs, the we, the I amness. But when we realize what belief works for you and what belief doesn't work for you, and then be that brave soul that you truly are. I have such love and compassion for each and every one of you. And I'm going to let them come in and share whatever they need to share with you. But I truly love and appreciate you. And I truly mean this. You're fucking amazing and you're fucking awesome. Okay, y'all, here you go. It's all you. We are the Arcturians, Andromedans. We are here in this moment of understanding for another message of encouragement and appreciation for allowing yourself to be in these moments of understanding, because they're all an illusion of truly who you are and how connected we all are truly are. But it's so important that we have these unique experiences and allow the energy of understanding to embrace your consciousness. And as you raise that vibration and allow yourself to have these unique experiences. And yes, we understand as we observe how uncomfortable some of these experiences are to the physical body, to emotional body. But the only reason why they're so uncomfortable to the physical body and to the emotional body, because as you release these beliefs, the energy is suppressed in certain parts of your body and cells. All your cells are individuals. And as you truly embrace who your body is, as a bunch of individuals in this physical body that are having all their little individual experiences, but they're so satisfied being where they're at. They're so satisfied being where they're at because they realize they're evolving. And when you realize you're just another cell of this physical body, and as you embrace who you are and be so satisfied where you're at, open for the more or the all, because when you realize the all is just another vibration of your experience, because you truly are the all. We are truly the all. But we're unique experiences of the all. But as you realize you're just another cell of understanding, just like in your physical body, but you take the time to get to know who you are. See, the cells come into this body, they know who they are until you convince them, the individual cells, of who they want to be. Because they love you enough to be who you want to be. Because they are who you want to be. It's the circle. It's the circle. It's just a circle of remembering your connection. We are here as messengers of encouragement, but we have such love for ourselves as the individual sparks, as we are in our own understandings and we're having our own unique experiences, but we observe you because that's part of our experiences. And you can learn how to interact with us vibrationally before we can manifest physically. It's just like, as you call him, Joshua, Emmanuel, Jesus, as he talks in part of his teachings. And if you really understand his teaching and connect with him, because he's just another vibration of understanding, and his own time of understanding, which is infinite. He understood in his time, which is all time, how he was planting these seeds of consciousness through love and compassion, no matter how he was allowing himself to be treated. He did not allow himself to lower his vibration because he's seen the divine light in each and every one of the individuals that he had come in contact with in this understanding. Charlie has spent a lot of time talking with Joshua, Jesus, Emmanuel, whichever word you want to use for him, because he has helped. He is one of the masters that are here. Buddha, Saint Germain are two other ones that Charlie loved to talk to, because they're all in their own unique understanding. They love to share their understanding, but it's so important that you ask, just like we're here. The angels are here. Charlie spends a lot of time with the angels. He spends a lot of time with all of us because we're all here as a collective, and we're so open to be in your energy of understanding, not to project our understanding onto you, but to share our unique perspectives with you, that individual spark of the all, of the divine light that you truly are. And as we are truly are, and as they are truly are, they're just another perspective of understanding. But so is this understanding. As you understand all these multidimensional understandings, how connected they truly are into one, we allow to bring all that consciousness into one understanding, but not as taking the individual experiences away from your soul, but it adds to the all. And it helps you understand how you truly are expanding the all. But you're doing it with so much love, so much compassion. But as we see, as we observe, we see how compassionate you can be towards others. And we're encouraging you to take some of that compassion, to always remember how connected you are, but have that compassion for yourself first. And before you even start your day, you get up and connect with who you are, because it's the right thing to do for you. That individual awesomeness, that individual divine being that you truly are, but you're just being a part of the all, which the all is everything, but the all loves to experience itself in all these unique perspectives of understanding, because it adds to the all, because the all understands that it's always expanding. It will never know it's all, because how can you truly expand if you know it all? You just know everything's happening for your higher good, because that's part of being that divine light of exploring. Focus on your patterns that you don't want to continue. And that a lot of times when you truly understand your ego, it's just that wounded puppy we have shared with you, which is either from this lifetime, karmic lifetimes that you allowed yourself to carry, to release. To release and realize they do not no longer benefit you. And when you can truly love your experiences as experiences, they no longer serve you. But you also can invite the experiences that you truly embrace and love as part of your understanding, but they're all going to be different, unique moments of understanding. And we have encouraged you to be so gentle on yourself, just like you are with your others. If you're a mother or a father, you're so gentle with your youngins. Charlie loves that word, youngins. Your little ones. You're so gentle with them. What makes you so much different? Because you believe you're in the bigger bodies, you're supposed to know more than they are, when they are so much trying to teach you how to be. Be in that moment. Play with them. Remember, you truly came here to play, not to work. Work was supposed to be part of the pleasure. Not what, and that is our sharing our perspective with you. But it's so important that if you believe your work is who you are, and you love it, but remember, there's other parts of you to love too. Because you are worth that relaxation, that moment of saying, I matter. I can be still. Because we all want to talk to you. As much as we love talking through Charlie, we would love to have our own unique connection with each and every one of you. Whether we're Arcturians, as Charlie loves to call us, or we're Palladians, or we're angelical, or we're Lilians. Charlie, you're so good. Lyrians. And realize, why can't we have fun with this? Because we want to play with y'all. We admire you so much for you allowing yourself to be in this physical form, because some of us have never been in the physical form of a human. We've never allowed ourselves to experience some of these lower vibrations because it didn't benefit us. But the ones that took on this challenge to raise the vibration of this planet, Mother Gaia, which she is another beautiful being of consciousness. She has raised her consciousness. She allowed herself, her consciousness, just like you as that individual light, to the veil to be dropped over her, to forget who she was. But she is over it. She allowed herself, but she never forgot. She never forgot, just like you have never forgot. That's why you always have been looking for that feeling of home, when that true feeling of home is truly within you, that unique individual spark. Because no matter where you go, you can carry that feeling of home, because home is here. Trusting how it feels. And you can take that feeling anywhere you want to be and shine that light. We appreciate our time with you. And as we encourage you to embrace who you are, that unique perspective, we also want to remind you it's okay to have fun. And it's okay to love yourself, because you're just that beautiful I am. And as you embrace who you are and find that love within you, the ripples go out. You're never selfish. You're just understanding who you truly are. And it's okay if you take the time to do that. Because you are totally in control of who you are. That I am, that beautiful I amness that you truly are. We have such love and compassion for you, and we appreciate this time with you. And as Charlie says, you're fucking amazing and you're fucking awesome. Be that brave soul that you are. We have such love and compassion for each and every one of you.
Do you have time for a question?
Yes, we will. We will take a question today. Hold on. Let me readjust. Ask your question.
And you're talking about in your talk today, you're saying connect with yourself. What are your steps that you use to connect with yourself?
as Charlie, the I amness that he is, or as we, the Arcturians,
The advice that you would like to give others to connect with themselves, how would you like to present that?
as we have encouraged through meditation, through drawing, through journaling, through playing with your children, being out in nature, connecting with the trees. Because one thing the trees have really, if you really connect with the tree, connect with the energy of a tree, is so loving because its roots go so far down. It's so intertwined with the whole forest. Or if it's even a tree that's by itself, the grass has roots. All of it's so intertwined. It understands that, but it understands it's okay to be still because it's learning. It's still growing. And I think as this humanist as you are allowed yourself to be, you feel like you have to run around and do this. You have to run around and do that. You know, part of connecting with who you are is allowing yourself to be still and find that contentment, find that enjoyment of just being, because that's truly how we connect. If you're running around and talking, unless you're doing art or playing sports, there's so many ways that we interact vibrationally. It's not always words, it's more vibrationally. But when you're in that moment of fun or orgasmic, like we would encourage sex, not just go out and have sex. If you're in that connection, you have that special connection with that other one, talk about these feelings. And as you connect with that person and share your energy, because when you're really looking at somebody that you believe you are in love with, you're really looking in a mirror of the love that you have for yourself, and you see it in that other person that you believe is different from who you are, but they're just so unique to who they are. And when you can learn that part of when you orgasmic together, it's a collective. It's just like when you meditate together. It's a collective. But you're there because you want to be. Because you truly want to be there in that moment. Because it helps you understand you're so present in that moment and you're so connected. But you can feel it as you sit with the trees and as you're, if you're an artist and you're painting a picture and you're sitting with that picture. As you're painting that picture, you want to fine tune it over here, fine tune, and realize that's pretty much what you're doing with this. As you embrace this physical body as just another perspective of who you are, and you learn to talk to it through calming your mind and feeling your heart center, truly feeling your heart center. As we encourage you, if you're in a situation you don't know if this is the right thing for you to do, take that moment to separate yourself and breathe into yourself. Breathe into yourself. Is this for my higher good? And then trust it. Not sit there and let your mind start analyzing it, because part of how we believe as we observe is sometimes it's so uncomfortable to stand out by yourself as that individual, because you believe others are judging you when you're really allowing yourself to judge yourself of standing out by yourself. And in this moments of understanding, as you learn to stand as that lighthouse by yourself with the seas crashing around you, and you understand how to hold that vibration through meditation, through joy, fun, love, but being still and realizing that light, you're not going to let anything dim your light. Not because you don't see the other lights around you, because it's so important for you to hold your vibration because it feels right to who you are, that beautiful I am presence that you are. So when we say meditate is a way to calm your mind to where you're not so much here, but you're here. And then as you learn to as we like to use the word ego, we calm your ego because from our perspective as we're sharing, we believe your ego, a lot of it is your past traumas that you believe are as we say, beliefs that you believe control who you are. And as you're being brave enough to stand as that lighthouse, and no matter what wave is crashing around you, and hold your light, you'll realize these beliefs are going to fall away because they no longer serve you. But it's not that you were doing anything wrong. You were learning. You were truly learning. But you're learning to be still so you can hear your guidance. You can feel your higher self. And you can allow your ego to relax, to truly relax. It doesn't need to protect you no more. But you appreciate the time it did. And then you realize that's in time as you embrace who you are, you can allow that part to integrate to who you are. And it's going to remind you it's there because it'll remind you that, are you looking at this situation from your higher self? Or are you looking at it from ego? Because if you ask yourself, it has to tell you. It cannot. You can't fool yourself. I am this, and you will tell you. All you have to do is say, is this my ego? Is this my higher self? Bam, there it is. And then trust it. And you can say, ego, okay, it's all right. Just lay down. We got you. We got you. But we're still going into this unknown. Because it's going to be so fun. It's so cool. This is why we're here. To realize that we are going to be brave enough to walk into any energy, not because we want to dominate it, because we want to remind it how truly loved it truly is. Truly is. And these conditions that you have allowed yourself to take on as your beliefs, you can love them because they're just beliefs. And if you didn't have them beliefs at that time, how are you going to grow? It was the fertilizer that you were allowing yourself to be fertilized with. But as you truly embrace your I am presence that's truly in you, you'll realize that these were just beautiful, beautiful experiences that help you remind you of how powerful you truly are and how you allow you to give your energy to these beliefs. And at that moment of time, they benefited you. But now, these moments of understanding, they no longer benefit you. But sometimes it's very uncomfortable to release them because they're so engraved into each cell. And as you realize these cells, it's okay, encourage them. You don't have to hang on to these no more. They're not who we are. And the next thing you know, if you're in a wheelchair, at least from Charlie's experiences, these cells release this and they remember that they can walk. But I'm not saying that's your perspective. I'm just sharing a little bit of Charlie's perspective because part of as we have encouraged him to share his experiences, not by do it his way, by these were perspectives of his understanding as we encourage him to share these are just experiences that no longer serve him. And as he was being brave enough, as we were inspiring him to be brave enough, and he could hear us. They no longer served him, and things change because that's part of who you are, the change. But you'll realize it's part of the circle of remembering. It's just a part of the circle of remembering. And you can make it as big as you want to make it. And I know we dwell on just the techniques that we've shared with you, but we feel like we've shared these techniques over and over, and each individual is so, because what's meditating to you may not be meditating to somebody else. So it's important it's about being still, truly being still to know who you are, that I am presence that you truly are, and to feel it because we truly, truly mean this. And then Charlie loves to express, as you feel that connection, as you feel that connection, as you embrace that connection. Charlie, come on in. It is all you. It is all you. It is all you. Do you have any other questions?
No, that is all. Thank you.
We have so much admiration for you, Eric, and we understand what your challenges are, and we like to share this feeling of admiration that we have truly for you, that individual spark. And we know that you know you're part of the all. But when you are also contributing so much, just like Charlie is, in ways that physically you are not able to grasp at this moment, but in time you will. It's about holding your vibration high, because it's the right thing for you to do as that individual spark, and that is what you came here to do. And as we admire each and every one of you, we really, really want you to feel how truly, truly admired you truly are. And we have such love and compassion for each and every one of you. And as Charlie says, you're fucking amazing and you're fucking awesome. We thank you for this time of understanding and encouragement. Be brave. We love you.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was good. I got water. Water. I love y'all too. Appreciate y'all.
And then after you take a sip of that water, just look in the camera and say something like, just so you guys know, I also do private sessions with people, and my contact information is down below. And I'll put that at the end of the
Okay. Energy. Hi, do you want me to introduce myself again?
No.
Okay. Also, just want to let you know, everybody, I work with energy. And I work with each and every one of you as an individual. And what I may do with one ain't always what I do with the other. But the universe has helped me truly understand, by your higher self, the guidance of your higher self, how to pull energy out of the body. And it's not about pulling it out because you're not able to push it out. It's about being safe enough to realize that this energy that we hold in our body that no longer benefits us has to be felt. And as we learn to release that energy, because I may be able, your higher self may guide me, and I pull it out of you, and it's gone. But really, what it's going to do is just show your body what that feeling is, to not carry that energy. And then each time that feeling comes back, you'll learn how to go within and release that energy yourself. But part of why we're all here, and different people have their own ways of understanding to work with energy, is we're all here to encourage each other to be who you are, that I amness that you are. But when I work with your energy, it's all unique to who you are. I'm an intuitive energy worker. I don't even call myself a healer because I don't feel like there's anything wrong with anybody. I see everybody's wholeness, their beauty. But I can give you a perspective of what has happened, but it's still your unique perspective. But I'm open to work with any energy, and I have my contact on there. It's Charlie.G.Carlisle at gmail.com. And contact me. It's important that we truly understand that we're all connected, and I'm willing to work with anybody because I feel like you're all worth it. And if you're taking the time to get to know who you are, you don't always have to do it by yourself. You never have to do it by yourself, because you're really never by yourself, even though you may feel it physically. And some of that's important. But even when you work with anybody, just make sure that feels right to you. Even though they share this, it's still your unique perspective. Anyways, I'm probably long-winded on that. I mean, because I love working with anybody, because I realize that we're all being challenged to remember who we are. And you're fucking amazing, and I truly mean that. I have such love and appreciation for each and every one of you.